I have no idea if even the first one worked, but this is part like 35 of 33, which doesn't make any sense, but there are more parts than I had originally expected. And right now we're going to walk around in the backyard. I'll show you some of the things I did today, June 14th. Today is the day I opened up the mail telling me that I need to leave the house by August 21st. So today is the day. 69 days from now, I got to get serious today and count down 69 days. 6 turns into 9. I don't mind. And what I did today was I put this pile of blue lumber that you see before you over there. It was on the backhoe. And I cut up some tire, a tire. And now I'm going to work on this, removing this fence over here, because this is just a little gate that I had put in when I first bought the house, and I never took it down because it was a cool little gate. And if I had a dog, it would have come in handy, but I never did get a dog. So this fence is aluminum. This is an aluminum fence, so that'll go to the aluminum scrap, because we have a gated front of the house, and this is 2 different pieces of a gate. Hopefully I'll be able to sell these at the garage sale. Plus it's broke, it's rusted out at the bottom. It's been there for 14 years, and I need to remove that gate so I can get this trailer out of here, because I put the gate there after I put the trailer in here and after I built those rock gardens. So the easiest way, well, I could take it out from the front here, but either way, those gates are coming down. I told the mortgage company I would clean up the property for them, and that's what I'm going to do. So I put these ropes on the machine. These ropes were in the back of the property, and I cut up that tire because you can't put tires in the dumpster, but you could put it in there like that. And you can't put tires in the dumpster because they have rules about the landfill. But either way, you can cut them up and put all the junk you want in there. That rope was over here. It was just ornamental, and it turned into kind of like garbage. And it was in front of my little, I had a little table here at one time, and this is where I ate breakfast, on these patio slabs. A table and 2 chairs. And this was the rock gardens that I built. And naturally, I need to rebuild I need to rebuild one of the starters in that boat and put some water pump impellers and things like that in there. So this lumber that you see before you is all going to go to Dennis's job after I cut it up. And this lumber is going to Dennis's job also. It needs to be cut down into certain size pieces that I have the measurements for. And then I'm going to take the wood out from under those rocks and start bringing those rocks, displaying them, because I'm going to sell some of the ones that don't go with the gardens, or all of them. I don't know yet. And what we need to do is we need to get my bucket. This bucket right here. And this is my everything bucket. So let me put it back together. Gonna need this tool in a minute. We don't need this screwdriver. And we may need this, but we don't need it apart like that. And this screwdriver goes in here like that. And this hammer goes over here like that. And now I'm going to take this bucket. We'll leave those chainsaws over there. I'm going to take this bucket around to the front so that I can work on that fence. And I want to work in the shade also for a little bit, because I've been working in the sun for about 3 hours, 4 hours on and off, and it's pretty hot here. It's about 120 degrees in the sun. Now I could work in the sun for the rest of the evening, but I'm kind of, there's shade, and the only reason why I worked in the sun is because that part of the job needed to get done. It just had stuff that should have been done in that order. So we're going to put the camera over here. Today is the day I met that young lady named Albie in Del Sur on the island of Mindiano, but it's on the northern end. So hello, Albie. Hello, Albie. Alme. I don't know why. My friend's name is Albie Johnson. Hello, Alme. A-L-M-E-E. Hello, Sadie. Hello, Daisy. Hello, Narkeen. Okay, I'm going to start working. I'm going to shut off the... Oh yeah, you'll be able to see this. Wonderful. Okay, here we go. First we have to take these pieces of fiberglass out of here. These get sold separately. These are for a boat. The decks on the boat. Looks like 1/4 inch or 5/16 solid fiberglass, and what you do is they take those and they make panels, and then they laminate them for the deck and the sides of the insides of the boat, not structural stuff, unless they laminate enough plywood and wood, and then it becomes structural. Now it's just 1/4 inch sheets, and these I'll sell at the garage sale. Look, I've had this stuff laying around so long, you could take your finger and break it, like that. All right. Now, that's a metal bucket. Okay, we'll just leave the aluminum pile on the stairs and we'll continue. think that's it for today. It's about 6 o'clock, or almost 6 o'clock, on Friday the 14th. My legs hurt, my knees hurt. From these sneakers are just not good for my feet. I got to get a different pair of sneakers. They're brand new, but they're I tried a new brand and they're not good for my feet at all. I have another pair upstairs in the box. I'll try those tomorrow. It's always something. All right then, I'll put my bucket of tools away. And I'll walk you in the backyard with the camera. Alrighty, we're going in the back. We got another half an hour on the side of the house under the belt. I estimate that by July 4th, the container in front of the house will be full, and I will have a garage sale on the 4th of July weekend and sell everything that's not nailed down. That's the plan. And that includes rocks, pipe, wood, plywood. I'm not taking anything to the Philippines except my props for my videos. It actually costs more money if I build a box. Let's just say I build a box, and let's say the box is 4 foot square, 4 by 4 by 8 foot high. That's with the pallet. 4 foot wide, 4 feet deep, and 8 foot high. If I build the box myself, which I have the plywood on the side of the house over there, I have 6 sheets of plywood just for the box. So it would take 6 sheets of plywood, 5 sheets of plywood it would take, and that would be about roughly $400 for plywood. Excuse me, $300 for plywood. And it'll take a half a day to build the box, or more, because you have to put supports in the box. So it's about $400 to build the box. And then I make the box weigh 1,500 pounds, including the box. And let's say I put $5,000 worth of tools in the box. Tools, stereo equipment, chainsaws, stuff like that. And I put $5,000 worth of stuff in the box. So now I have a box in front of my house that weighs 1,500 pounds, or thereabouts. And to get the box to the shipping company, just to get the box from Key Largo to St. Louis, is $980. So that's $1,000 just to get the box there. I have to build the box. So we have $500, $400 in material, plus we have a day's labor, another $400. We have $800 in material and labor, nails, screws, baling wire, blah blah blah. $900 for the box, $980. We have $1,800 for the box. Then I asked the shipping agent how much it is to ship the box. And here's the answer. It's $1,500. So I said to him, does that $1,500, does that cover the import fees and the insurance? Yes, it covers the import fees and the insurance. So we have $1,500 covers the import fees and the insurance, but does it cover the tax? No, doesn't cover the tax. So it's about $1,700 for the box to go to the Philippines. But he forgot to tell me it covers the import fees to get the box to the Philippines, and it covers the insurance at $1,500, not the tax, so that's $1,700. He forgot to tell me that customs is extra. So a $5,000 box at 20% at customs minimum, because they can charge you more once you get it there, is another $1,000. So it's $1,700 plus $1,000 minimum, $2,700 plus $1,000 to get the box to St. Louis. So that's $3,700, and then $800 to build the box. So that's 37 and 8 is $4,500 to ship $5,000 worth of stuff that was new 30 years ago, because you have to put the value of whatever you paid 30 years ago when it was new. So in today's world, if you sold it at a garage sale, you could collect about, well, to be honest, if I put that $5,000 worth of stuff in front of the house, the stereo speakers that were $800 new, for the two of them, I might get $300. So I'd get about 25 or 40 cents on the dollar. So $5,000 worth of stuff becomes $1,800 or maybe $1,500. So I'm paying $4,500 to ship $1,500 worth of stuff that I already paid $5,000 for. These people in the Philippines got a fucking gimmick, let me tell you. There's no doubt about the shipping to the Philippines that it's a goddamn gimmick. So basically I would pay $4,500 to ship $1,500 worth of stuff to the Philippines, but I would have to take a whole day to build the box. Then when it got to the Philippines, I'd have to get it from the Philippine airport to wherever I rented an apartment, which means I have to have an apartment, because if I put it in storage, it'll disappear. So that means I have to get an apartment right away. And if I don't get a safe apartment, I'll put the box in front of the house, and then I'll put the stuff in the house, and I'll go to the store, and the stuff will be gone when I get home from the store. So I'm not taking anything to the Philippines. In case anybody's wondering, nobody takes anything to the Philippines except their checkbook. It's freaking amazing. Okay. Alright, so we're all done here. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow, we'll put this tire on the side of the shed. We have a bunch of steel that has to go in the truck. First thing in the morning, the steel goes in the truck. First thing. This way I can clear out the wood behind the steel. First thing we dump this material out of the bucket. First thing. Dump the material out of the bucket. Then we put the big bin in the back of the truck on top of 3 or 4 I-beams. So this goes first. This goes first. Then we put the I-beams in the back of the truck. And then we take the bin and put them on the I-beams, and we fill up the small scrap steel and put it in the bin.